Are you over 65 and noticing sudden energy crashes, foggy thinking, stubborn belly fat, or even feeling like your health is slipping no matter what you eat? If so, you might be unknowingly sabotaging your body every single day with a food you've trusted your entire life. That's right, your daily bread might be accelerating aging, disrupting blood sugar, and fueling the very problems that keep you from feeling sharp, strong, and independent. Here's a startling fact. Research shows that some of the most common breads marketed as healthy for seniors can spike your blood sugar faster than a candy bar, inflame your gut, and accelerate the breakdown of your metabolism, memory, and mobility. And the worst part? These effects don't come with obvious warning signs. One slice at breakfast can silently trigger a cascade of inflammation that leads to weight gain, joint stiffness, brain fog, and even dangerous falls due to low energy and poor balance. Over time, that daily toast could quietly rob you of the vitality you worked your whole life to maintain. According to recent studies published in the Journal of Nutrition and Aging and the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, processed grains and faux healthy breads are increasingly linked to insulin resistance, cognitive decline, and gut dysbiosis in older adults. That means your morning toast or sandwich could be doing a lot more harm than good, especially after 65. But here's the good news. Science also reveals a handful of powerful alternatives. In this video, we're uncovering the 4 worst breads destroying senior health. So from fork and fro, and the 4 best breads that can help restore your energy, improve digestion, and support your memory and balance as you age. This is the Wellness Channel, where we translate cutting-edge science into simple health strategies you can actually use. These aren't just dietary tweaks. They're practical, evidence-based shifts that could radically improve your quality of life. Before we dive in, leave a comment below. What's your #1 health goal right now? Better memory, stable energy, less joint pain, or healthier weight? Your answers guide the topics we prioritize next. And if you want to stay one step ahead of aging and optimize your health naturally, make sure to like this video and hit subscribe. We drop new research-backed tips every single week to help you feel your best. Let's dive in. Bread number 4 to avoid is gluten-free bread. This might come as a surprise, but not all gluten-free breads are safe, especially for seniors. In fact, many of them may be doing more harm than good. Gluten-free has become a buzzword for healthier, but in reality, many gluten-free breads are ultra-processed and made with blood sugar spiking starches like white rice flour, tapioca starch, or potato starch. These ingredients break down quickly into glucose, causing your blood sugar to spike and then crash, even faster than traditional wheat bread. For seniors, this rapid spike and fall in blood sugar can cause serious problems. It leads to energy crashes, mood swings, and increased hunger, which can result in overeating and unintentional weight gain. More critically, it puts stress on your pancreas, increases insulin resistance, and raises the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, a condition that already affects more than 25% of adults over 65. And it doesn't stop there. Many gluten-free breads are loaded with binders like xanthan gum and gar gum, which can irritate the digestive system and contribute to bloating, gas, and discomfort, especially in those with sensitive guts or existing digestive issues. These breads often lack essential nutrients too. Because they're not made with whole grains or seeds, you miss out on fiber, magnesium, and B vitamins, all crucial for maintaining muscle strength, bone health, and mental clarity as you age. Here's the bottom line. Going gluten-free doesn't automatically make a bread healthy. Always check the ingredients. If the first few items are starches or sugars, you're likely dealing with a blood sugar bomb in disguise. Coming up later in this video, we'll introduce a genuinely healthy, gluten-free alternative that supports blood sugar balance and gut health without sacrificing taste or texture. Stay tuned as we move on to bread number 3, another misleading option that's probably sitting in your kitchen right now. Bread number 3 to avoid is multigrain bread. It sounds healthy, right? Multigrain evokes images of rustic whole grains, hearty fiber, and balanced nutrition. But don't be fooled. Multigrain bread is one of the most misleading food labels in the grocery store, especially dangerous for older adults trying to eat clean. The term multigrain simply means that more than one type of grain was used, not that those grains are whole, nutritious, or even good for you. In most commercial multigrain breads, those grains are refined, stripped of of their fiber and nutrients, and processed to create a soft texture and long shelf life. You might see oats, barley, or flax sprinkled on top for show, but under the surface, it's basically the same as white bread. What does that mean for your health? Just like white bread, multigrain bread made from refined flours can spike your blood sugar rapidly, leading to energy crashes and insulin spikes, and over time raising your risk for type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even dementia. A 2021 study published in the journal Nutritionist found that seniors who consumed high glycemic breads like refined multigrain were significantly more likely to experience cognitive decline than those who stuck to low glycemic, high fiber breads. The refined carbs also feed bad gut bacteria, contributing to bloating, gas, inflammation, and weakened immunity. Another hidden issue? Many multigrain breads contain added sugars, industrial oils, and dough conditioners that further disrupt your metabolism. These additives have been linked to chronic inflammation, which plays a central role in arthritis, autoimmune conditions, and accelerated aging. The packaging might try to sell you health, but if the first ingredient isn't 100% whole grain, or if the bread contains more than 2 to 3 grams of sugar per slice, it's time to pass. Later in this video, we'll show you a real whole grain bread that keeps your energy steady and your gut happy. But first, let's uncover bread number 2. One that's probably sitting on your counter right now, disguised as a healthy classic. Bread number 2 to avoid is whole wheat bread. For decades, whole wheat bread has been pushed as the healthier, smarter choice, especially for older adults watching their weight, blood sugar, or heart health. But here's the truth that few people know. Most commercial whole wheat bread today is far from the wholesome, fiber-rich loaf we imagine. Modern wheat has changed drastically over the past 50 years. Today's wheat is bred for yield, not nutrition. It's higher in starch and gluten, and is often heavily treated with pesticides like glyphosate, a chemical under increasing scrutiny for its potential impact on the gut and immune system. But the bigger problem, most so-called whole wheat breads on store shelves are made with ultra-processed wheat flour that acts almost identically to white flour in the body. It breaks down quickly into glucose, leading to fast blood sugar spikes, followed by sharp crashes that drain your energy and increase hunger. This is especially harmful for seniors. As we age, our insulin sensitivity naturally declines, making it harder to manage blood sugar. That daily slice of whole wheat toast might be quietly feeding prediabetes or worsening inflammation that fuels joint pain, memory loss, and fatigue. Even more concerning, some whole wheat breads are just white bread dyed brown with molasses or caramel coloring. A study from Harvard School of Public Health found that many breads marketed as whole grain failed to meet even basic nutritional benchmarks for fiber and glycemic response. And let's not forget the ingredient list. Many commercial whole wheat breads contain added sugars, dough softeners, and preservatives, all of which make the bread more shelf stable, but much worse for your health. The average slice of whole wheat bread from the supermarket contains nearly as much sugar as a cookie. If you're going to eat wheat bread, it must say 100% whole grain on the label and contain at least 3 grams of fiber per slice. But even then, we've got better options ahead, including a sprouted version that supports digestion, energy, and longevity in seniors. And now let's get to the number 1 worst bread most seniors are eating, the one that looks the safest, but can quietly do the most damage. Bread number 1 to avoid is white sandwich bread. It's the most familiar bread in America. The fluffy white slice you've probably eaten since childhood. But for seniors over 65, white sandwich bread might be one of the most dangerous daily habits hiding in plain sight. White bread is made from refined wheat flour that's been stripped of its bran, germ, and fiber. What remains is a highly processed starch that the body rapidly converts into glucose, faster even than table sugar. This spike in blood sugar is followed by a crash that drains your energy, fogs your brain, and increases your hunger, setting you up for a cycle of overeating and weight gain. Why is this especially concerning for seniors? Because after age 60, your body's ability to regulate blood sugar naturally declines. Your muscle mass decreases, insulin sensitivity drops, and your metabolism slows, making you more vulnerable to conditions like type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and cognitive decline. And white bread makes all of that worse. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who consumed high glycemic carbohydrates, like white bread, experienced more frequent blood sugar fluctuations and were at significantly greater risk for developing metabolic syndrome, dementia, and depression. But that's not all. White bread is also nutrient poor. It contains almost no fiber to support digestion, no healthy fats to balance hormones, and no complex carbohydrates to provide lasting energy. In fact, it often contains added sugars, synthetic vitamins, and dough conditioners that offer zero real benefit and may harm your gut health over time. Many seniors also rely on white bread as a meal staple: toast for breakfast, a sandwich at lunch, and maybe a slice with dinner. This triple hit of fast carbs can silently undermine everything from your mobility to your mood, increasing the likelihood of falls, fatigue, and inflammation. If you're serious about protecting your health as you age, white sandwich bread is one of the first foods to eliminate. The good news? The next section of this video will introduce you to 4 breads that not only taste great, but also support healthy aging from the inside out. Let's pause for a moment and reflect on what we've uncovered so far. If you're over 65, something as simple as the bread on your plate could be quietly working against you. What we eat every day often feels harmless, even comforting, but certain breads are linked to everything from rising blood sugar and inflammation to digestive issues, brain fog, and even a higher risk of falls or memory decline. And the scary part? Most people have no idea these risks are sitting between the slices of their morning toast or lunchtime sandwich. We've taken a hard look at the most problematic breads commonly found in senior diets, from gluten-free varieties loaded with starchy fillers to misleading multigrain loaves that spike insulin like candy, and even so-called healthy whole wheat breads that are more processed than most people realize. These choices can seriously undermine your health. And of course, we ended with the classic white sandwich bread, which many of us grew up eating, but which may now be one of the most dangerous foods on your plate after 65. These breads might taste familiar, but the long-term consequences can be severe, especially for aging bodies, more sensitive to blood sugar swings, nutrient absorption, and inflammation. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Have you been eating any of these breads regularly? Were you surprised by any of the ones on this list? Or have you already made changes in your diet that you feel proud of? Tell us in the comments below. Your experience might inspire someone else to make a change too. And if you found this video eye-opening, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the Wellness channel. Every week, we break down practical, research-based health strategies to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent, no matter your age. Now that we've uncovered the breads that may be harming your health, it's time to flip the script. Let's explore the breads that can actually help you thrive, starting with one that's not only good for your gut, but could also help lower inflammation and balance your energy naturally. Bread number 4 you need to eat is sprouted grain bread. If you've ever felt bloated, sluggish, or foggy after eating bread, sprouted grain bread might be the upgrade your body's been craving. For seniors over 65, it's one of the smartest swaps you can make to protect digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and boost energy naturally. Sprouted grain bread is made from whole grains that have been soaked and allowed to germinate, a process that breaks down starches, increases nutrient availability, and reduces compounds that irritate digestion. This means your body can absorb more vitamins, minerals, and amino acids from every bite. For older adults whose nutrient absorption may be less efficient, that's a game changer. Unlike traditional breads made with refined flour, sprouted grain bread is typically packed with fiber, plant-based protein, and slow-burning complex carbohydrates. This combination helps regulate blood sugar and insulin, 2 areas that become more fragile with age. A study published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism found that older adults who consumed sprouted grains had significantly better post-meal glucose control compared to those eating standard whole wheat. When choosing a sprouted bread, look for brands like Ezekiel 4-9 or Silver Hills. Make sure the first ingredient says sprouted whole grains, and avoid added sugars or overly processed varieties. Store it in the fridge or freezer since it's preservative-free and more perishable. Sprouted grain bread supports your gut, fuels your muscles, and helps protect against the blood sugar crashes that zap your energy. It's a small change that can make a big difference, especially in the second half of life. Bread number 3 you need to eat is rye bread. For seniors looking to stay sharp and steady, rye bread is one of the most underrated choices on the shelf. It's dense, flavorful, and packed with nutrients that support blood sugar stability, heart health, and digestive comfort, all key concerns after age 65. Unlike typical wheat breads, rye contains a unique type of soluble fiber called arabinoxalan, which slows digestion and helps prevent blood sugar spikes. That's critical for older adults, who often experience increased insulin resistance and blood sugar volatility. In fact, a study in the journal Diabetes Care found that rye bread caused significantly lower insulin responses than wheat bread, even when both had similar calorie content. Rye is also rich in magnesium, a mineral that supports nerve and muscle function, and lignans, plant compounds linked to reduced inflammation and lower cardiovascular risk. Together, these nutrients make rye bread a smart option for protecting long-term vitality. When shopping, look for 100% whole rye or dark rye as the first ingredient. Be cautious of rye breads that are just wheat bread dyed brown with caramel coloring. They don't offer the same benefits. Authentic rye has a denser texture and a mildly sour taste, which pairs perfectly with eggs, smoked salmon, or a simple spread of avocado. For seniors aiming to reduce sugar crashes and support steady energy throughout the day, rye bread can be a powerful and delicious ally. Bread number 2 you need to eat is sourdough bread. Sourdough isn't just an old world favorite. It's a functional food with real benefits for aging digestion, immunity, and metabolic health. For seniors over 65, sourdough can be one of the easiest ways to enjoy bread without the bloating, brain fog, or blood sugar swings that come with highly processed alternatives. What sets sourdough apart is the fermentation process. Made with naturally occurring wild yeast and beneficial bacteria, sourdough breaks down gluten and phytic acid, compounds that often cause digestive trouble or block mineral absorption in older adults. This makes sourdough easier on the gut and more nutrient-dense than conventional breads. But perhaps its biggest advantage is how it affects blood sugar. Because the fermentation process changes the structure of the carbohydrates, sourdough has a lower glycemic index than most other breads. Research from the University of Guelph found that people who ate sourdough experienced fewer blood sugar spikes and longer-lasting satiety compared to those who ate white or whole wheat bread. Sourdough also contains beneficial compounds like lactic acid, which supports gut health, and naturally occurring prebiotics that feed the good bacteria in your digestive system, critical for immunity, mood, and nutrient absorption in later life. To get the real benefits, choose authentic sourdough made with just flour, water, salt, and starter culture. Avoid factory-made sourdough, flavored breads that skip the fermentation and add vinegar or yeast instead. Whether toasted with a drizzle of olive oil or paired with a hearty soup, sourdough is a time-tested bread that supports a healthier gut and steadier energy. 2 essentials for aging well. Bread number 1 you need to eat is flaxseed bread. Topping our list is flaxseed bread, a nutritional game changer for seniors who want to protect their heart, brain, digestion, and joints all in one bite. While lesser known than sourdough or rye, flaxseed bread delivers a powerful package of benefits that directly target the biggest health challenges of aging. Flax seeds are one of the richest plant sources of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, a type of omega-3 fatty acid shown to reduce chronic inflammation. Root cause of conditions like arthritis, heart disease, and cognitive decline. For older adults, regularly consuming flax-based foods has been linked to lower risk of stroke and improved memory function. But that's just the beginning. Flaxseed bread is also packed with soluble fiber, which helps lower LDL cholesterol, supports regular digestion, and slows the absorption of sugars, key for managing blood sugar and preventing energy crashes. One slice can deliver several grams of fiber, making it ideal for seniors who struggle with sluggish digestion or blood sugar spikes. Flax seeds also contain lignans, powerful plant compounds that have antioxidant and hormone-balancing effects. Some studies suggest they may help reduce the risk of hormone-sensitive cancers and support cardiovascular health. When choosing a flaxseed bread, look for one where ground flaxseed is among the first few ingredients, and ideally paired with whole grains like oat or spelt flour. It should be dense, hearty, and free from added sugars or artificial preservatives. Flaxseed bread may not be as common as white or wheat, but its benefits are worth seeking out. Whether used for sandwiches or toast, it delivers powerful anti-aging nutrition in every slice, helping you stay sharp, strong, and supported from the inside out. Let's take a moment to recap everything we've covered in today's video, because the choices you make at the grocery store and in your kitchen really do shape how you age. We started by sounding the alarm on 4 popular breads that are doing real damage to senior health. You learned how gluten-free bread, despite its marketing, can spike blood sugar and irritate digestion, how multigrain bread often hides refined flours behind a health halo, how modern whole wheat bread has been stripped of its benefits by industrial processing, and how white sandwich bread, the soft, familiar favorite, is fueling inflammation, brain fog, and blood sugar crashes that can steal your vitality over time. Then we flipped the script and revealed the 4 breads that actually support your body's needs as you age. Sprouted grain bread with its increased nutrient absorption and digestive benefits. Rye bread with its powerful impact on blood sugar control and heart health. Sourdough, the fermented favorite that's easy on the gut and supports a healthy microbiome. And flaxseed bread, our #1 pick, loaded with anti-inflammatory omega-3s, fiber, and antioxidants that help protect your brain, heart, and digestion. These aren't just food swaps. They're investments in your independence, your energy, and your ability to enjoy life as you get older. So now we want to hear from you. Have you been eating any of the breads we warned about? Have you tried any of the better options? Or is there one you're curious to try after today's video? Share your experience in the comments below. Your insight could really help someone else make a healthy change. And if you found value in this video, take a moment to like it and subscribe to the Wellness Channel. We bring you science-backed, senior-focused health strategies every week to help you stay strong, sharp, and independent, because you deserve to thrive at every age. Thanks so much for watching. Stay well, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next one.